うるさい、止まれ。
As opposed to pressing the button when it's actually right in front of your face. I mean, come on, man, she even looks at it for a moment and still decides to take the course of action whereby it continues to sound.
おはよう。今日も寒いねこりゃ。
おはよう、三辻さん。つかぬことを聞くけど、今何時だかわかる？
Yeah, that's right, ignore her comment about the weather, you uncivilized barbaric uncouth you!
ほんと見てかないの？
見てもわからないもの。遠くから眺めてる分にはいいけどね。
Bruh, that's being weird. Why wouldn't you walk slightly forward and watch it like a normal person?
いいっていいって。本人がやりたがらないなら無理させても仕方がないし。
それじゃあ失礼するわ。
What was the point in going there in the first place then?
確かうちの時計、今日に限って1時間早かったんだっけ？つまり今は午前1時、2時じゃない。またやっちゃった。やっちゃったことは仕方がない。でも父さん、なんという宿題を。
She knew all of the clocks in the house went crazy when she opened up the box and yet all the same failed to see how all of the clocks had been moved back 1 hour and thus overslept.
どうも。君の魔術師としての性能は桁が違ったらしい。
桁が違った？
No, that makes no sense at all.
あなた、セイバーじゃないの？
残念ながら剣は持っていない。
She asks this in spite of earlier on saying, I did it again! What's done is done, and why did you give me that task, father? After realizing her mistake of doing the summoning at 1 AM instead of 2 AM. So if she thought she really may have summoned Saber, why freak out about it and acknowledge what happened as a mistake right away?
それじゃあ、あーちゃん、最初の仕事だけど。
早速か。好算的だな、君は。
It's hardly right down to business when he's been summoned there for what's presumably quite some time given the length of the 2 chats they've had already. CGI! Also CGI cast with no drivers!
旧兵は目が良くなければ務まらん。そうさな。あの橋のタイルの数ぐらいは見て取れる。
That feels like it's less to do with eyesight and more to do with OCD. Making out the tiles is cool. Working out how many there are in total? That's weird, bruh!
リン、君の願いは何だ？
願い？
For the second and last time of the video, now!
あーちゃん、結界の正体に気づいてるんでしょ？あーちゃん、あなたたちってそういうもの？
Why don't you try letting him answer your question?
あーちゃん！
Pointlessly saying someone's name instead of talking normally cliche. Naruto run. But at the same time, hot dog! Look at that beautiful action. One off the top, please.
朝ごはん、今日も美味しかったよ、さくらちゃん。
はい、お粗末様でした、藤村先生。
You do know she can't hear you now, right?
藤村先生に何かしたんですか？
ついあだ名で呼んじまった。
それじゃあ先輩が悪いです。村先生、先輩にあだ名を言われるのだけは嫌がるんですから。
Yeah, alright, relax. He said accidentally.
本当に兄さんは関係ないんです。私が一人で怪我をしただけなんです。
さくらがそう言うんならそういうことにしておく。
はい、ごめんなさい先輩。
だからどうしてそこでさくらが謝るんだ。悪いのはシンジだろう。
Mate, you either believe her or you don't. Like, I get it, she's clearly lying, but he's like, if you say that's what happened, you know, she hurt it herself, then I'll leave it at that, and yet as soon as she says sorry, he goes after the douchebag once again. So do you believe the story or not? Quit flip-flopping, bruh!
シンジのやつカッとなると止まらないからな。
おい、お前。
I'm sorry, was he not near the building then?
シロ、誰かを救うということは誰かを助けないということなの。人間の手で救えるものは自分が肩入れした側のものだけなんだ。当たり前のことだけど、これが正義の味方の定義なんだ。
Yeah, alright, at this stage he's basically just saying things. Like, they do sound fancy, but it's essentially bloody nonsense.
なんだこれ。昨日の夜ガラクタいじってて切ったかな。
Not that there's a cut.
待てシンジ、さくらの手首のあざについてだ。
はあ、さくらがどうかしたって？
はぐらかすな。お前またさくらに。
You didn't actually ask a question, though.
The internal red body juice has disappeared. When he falls down, he's more facing the length of the hallway, but a minute later he's now facing along the width of it. He picks up the pendant here, but we never see it again until Archer brings it back home to Rin, and before they set out to help this lad, understanding that Lancer will once again go after him. It just kind of changes hands randomly en route back to his home.
聖杯戦争っていう7人のマスターによる魔術師同士の殺し合いに。
いきなり何言ってんだお前。
あなただって本当は理解してるんじゃない？一度ならず二度までもサーバントに殺されかけたんだから。
Rin would be excellent at anime sins right here.
白はマスターとして成立していないので魔力の回復も難しいでしょう。
サーバントはね、マスターからの魔力の供給を受けることで存在していられるの。半人前のエミヤ君からは魔力の提供を受けられないからこの先困るってこと。
Well, she didn't say that. She said it would be difficult.
別な殺人者に渡ることはなくなるだろう。
Fist clenching sound effects.
あんな怪物相手に何ができるって言うんだよ。
Mysterious disappearing dirt of mystery.
まずは待とうではないか。初戦の結果がどのようなものになるのかを。
Wouldn't this be like the third clash now, though? Archer fought Lancer, then Saber fought Lancer, and now Berserker and Saber and Archer are all fighting.
バーサーカーの宝具に。お目覚め？
Asking someone if they're awake when they're awake, as always, always, always brought to you by Japan.
気になる違和感がありますがとりあえず危険はないようです。
だから危険なんてないって言っただろ。
Really? You don't pull the old I told you so out when she's only just said there's mana in the air and something feels off?
あの子ずっとついてくるわよ。先輩の知り合いの方ですか？
They all left the school at the same time, and yet no one felt the awkward need to introduce Saber, who was also hanging out with the group.
魔力切れか？
Or she just decided to stop that massive attack?
これが最後の忠告よ。おとなしく武器を捨ててレイジを出しなさい。
That was not a warning you have given him even once.
いいえ、そこまでです。あなたは初めから私に囚われているのですから。
What beautiful and stunning foliage that wooded area has. I love it.
とりあえず休戦しない？
休戦って俺と遠坂で？
No! Between her and everyone else, ganging up on you! You cool with that, bruh?
とうに命はないと思ったが存外にしぶといのだな。
お前なんで？
You are in an active truce, dude. This kid is so forgetful, like all of the time.
キャスターの意図なら今ので立ったはずだが。
動く。
He kept his own hand out in front of himself once the magic was gone. Like, he engaged his own muscles in order to keep holding it out. This kid's weird, dude.
その言いぶり、やはり協力し合っているのか、君たちのマスターは。
協力し合っている？
Why is he so surprised by the notion that they're working together? He's actively working together with Rin right now, as is soon pointed out by Archer. He was offered, albeit no doubt not honestly, to work with the blue-haired annoying kid at school, and this caster lady all but said she's working with Assassin, and yet still he's shocked. He's apparently an imbecile, even though he was told to stay put by Archer at the end of the previous episode. Also though, why would she attack him meaning to kill him when she wanted his command spells for herself? If she's very confident, like she says, that she can beat Archer, surely it would make more sense to take him out and then do what she was originally doing to the lad to take his spells, no? Well, that's just a straight up, incredibly dumb thing to say.
何かしらアーチャー、命乞いなら聞いてあげて。
たわけかわせと言ったのだ、キャスター。
Giving yourself away before you attack, cliché.
そこの坊やは無関係の人間を糧にする私のようなサーバントが許せない。あなたは無意味な殺戮は好まない。
Not sure how you can make that argument when he was very vocal about trying to make Rin allow him to take out a weakened Saber and this lad not once, but twice already now, and then went off half annoyed when she declined.
私にはこの戦いを終わらせる用意がある。
断る。俺はお前みたいなやつとは手を組まない。
まだ組みするほどの条件ではないな。
Even though you didn't ask what she had that could put an end to the war, or even ask her anything about what she brings to the table?
シロ、今のうちに。早く。
Quick, while he's distracted! Stand there and continue to watch?
エミヤが来ないんじゃ面白みに欠けるからね。
俺は生徒会室で食うから。
ちょ、待ちなさい。
なんだよ、昼飯代忘れたのか？なんなら俺の弁当を分け。
Dude! She's clearly holding her lunch, what is wrong with you?
頼む、来てくれ。セイバー！
Well, that was extremely bloody cool.
もう済んじまったわよ。あんたがのんびりしている間に何が起きたのか一から聞かせてやるから、そこに直れっていうの。
で、脱落したのはどのサーバントだ？
消えたのはライダーのサーバント。
She said she'll have him stand there and listen while she fills him in on everything he missed, and yet she starts her sentence inside the school about which servant was taken out, and finished the sentence out in the woods near the school. That must have been an uncomfortable, silent 4-minute walk out there.
まさかまたいつもの調子で、おい一世、お前マスターかなんて問いただすわけじゃないでしょうね。
Literally has never done that.
なぜ正義の味方なのですか？なぜ正義の味方なのですか？
Giving us a flashback for something which happened about 20 seconds ago.
待て、ここまでだ。引くぞ、キャスター。
I tell you, for people engaged in a war for a wish-making Jesus cup, they all sure do love retreating and leaving each other left alive constantly.
.下手に追い詰めたら流動寺ごと道連れにされかねない。確かにキャスターならありえます。
セイバー、しれっと怖いこと言うなよ。
She didn't say it, Rin did, and she agreed with the assessment.
.エミヤ君、あとは私がやるから休んでいて。
いや、それは。
いいから、あなたはお茶でも飲んでなさい。
One would assume he'd start using his other hand if he's hoping to keep this from them, you know, since he's seemingly chosen to keep his weak arm a secret. But also, why not accept Rin's invitation to do the dishes if he really does want to keep it a secret? This kid is crazy!
それに、遠坂に嫌われようが、俺の知ったことじゃないんだからな。
This anime be out here trying to make out that in that small ass room they could barely hear him smashing plates, which by the way is loud as hell, and then she could not hear him talking about her from 4 feet away.
シロ、体の調子はどうですか？
半身の麻痺はもうないよ。まだかすかに重い程度かな。
それはよかった。
Breaking news! World's deepest cup has been found!
金輪際メガネなんてかけないからな。これ以上ガキに見られてたまるか。
Not gonna lie, that was an awkwardly long time to hold your stomach bent over after you finished laughing.
今からでも聖杯を呼び出すことは可能でしょう。
Exhale and then inhale, cliche.
あんた
Gotta love how she flicks her hair behind her shoulders and it immediately defies her and falls back over the front.
キャスターから眠りの魔術を受けているみたいだけど、本人はすっごく元気よ。処置はしてきたから1週間眠り続けても支障はないわ。
Only if you don't count the fact that the bed will be all kinds of disgusting if she didn't get up for a week.
Nathan Burr, Bird Without a Word, Arias Alibari, Aidan White, PK Fan, Ali 50, Ryan Anderson, Isael Caldera, Chris Harris, Yona Stahl, Manolo Saucedo Munoz, Luis Hernandez, Kim Munt, Consul Peasant 12, Yuki Ali, Manuel Morales, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Sentimento, Jaffa 6263, Amy San, Silva, Master Tank, Boogie, Kevin Nelta, Stefio, Brendan Kriya, Storm 970, Mr. Waffle 64, Theodore Quackens, Kaj Vorzelman, Jordan Samuels, Amye Humye, Crimson Shadows, Kyle Farmer, Buzzbomb 3000, Adora Blue, Yagai 7636.